Good morrow, dear friends. I am Daisy Victoria, and thank you for joining me in a Get Ready With Me video. This time, it is a late 16th, turn of the 17th century Dutch edition. The dress I completed, which I will be putting on, is based on the masterful paintings of Hendrick Avercamp. He painted some lovely frozen over town images where the townsfolk are ice skating upon the frozen roads, and I really wanted a dress like what he had in the paintings. It was very cold, obviously, if the town was frozen over, so there are many layers in this dress. I actually created it in such a manner that I can wear it with all the layers if I want to, or I can actually wear it with fewer layers and kind of get away with it. So I'm actually going to show you both versions. The first layer of my outfit is a chemise or smock or shirt or whatever you'd like to call it. It is made of linen, white linen. This is a very functional undergarment which protects your clothing from all the oils of your skin. So one would need to wash the chemise much more frequently than one would need to wash the actual dress. So it will help your clothes to last much longer. Now that I have on my chemise or my smock, I will be doing my hair. I pre-did my Dutch braids, but I actually have to take them out because I'm going to put this red fabric band, which I created, inside my braids and then use that to tie them over my head. Starting with the portion of my braids which are not attached to my head, I'm just going to add that red fabric ribbon in there and start braiding as though it is part of my hair. I'm pulling it through a little bit in the back because when I didn't do that, it wanted to come out while I was braiding, so I didn't get very far. Once I'm at the end, I have that red all through my braid, so it's attached. And I'm actually going to tie the end of this with another ribbon. This one is ready to be wrapped. Next, I need to take my braids and wrap them up on my head like they have in the pictures. Now, if you have very long hair, you can actually take your braids and wrap them behind and have the braid come all the way up across. If I wanted to, I could attach false hair and do that too. Another thing you can do with shorter hair, as long as it's long enough to have braids, is to take it up right over the front like that. And then I'm going to wrap these around. And in the paintings, we do see red across the front, so I'm definitely going to wrap them all the way around like that. I have rather long tails here, so I have plenty I can tuck in. And then just make sure everything looks nice and neat on top of the head and is not going to go anywhere. Now I'm ready to actually get dressed. I'm going to have to zoom down to show you the hose or pants that I made for this outfit. It does appear in the images that the ladies are wearing some sort of hose underneath their outfits. And since the skirts are shorter than some of the longer length skirts we see in other periods, I chose to make full length hose, and I modeled them more after the men's hose that we know of. The hose are made from linen. They do have a little bit of stretch because they are cut on the bias. I also made these cute little foot hose. I actually made two pairs of hose for my feet. One is a longer pair that goes all the way up to my knees, which is made of wool, and that may also be what the ladies are wearing underneath their outfits. I know from experience that when I am somewhere cold, I like to have overlapping layers of garments on my legs. I do not live where it's cold, so I think that these are going to get a lot more use. I have a petticoat which has some cording at the bottom to help it to stand out just a little bit. I do think it looks like they're wearing petticoats underneath these dresses, so I chose to make one. In these paintings, the dresses tend to stand out from the waist quite a bit. I thought I would try using a bum roll. The reason for that is because some of the other dresses in the images, more of the fancier and upper class styles, are in fact dresses that we know had bum rolls. So I thought it made sense to try that out for this dress as well. This is my first dress layer. It is a kirtle. I actually made it using the standard kirtle directions that I have available. It has sleeves which tie on, which are actually a different fabric. These sleeves are made of wool and lined in linen. This kirtle is made of linen. I actually knocked my hair down when I was putting my kirtle on, so I'm going to have to redo that. To lace my kirtle, I will be using a spiral lacing method, which is seen in the images of the period. After lacing my dress, I have some extra cord here. I'm just going to tie it and then stick it inside the dress. Next, I will add the outer gown, which is made of black wool and lined in a navy blue linen. Once again, I will use spiral lacing, and this time I'm going to stick this placket behind the lacings. Make sure your placket is nice and presentable. Next, I have this lovely linen apron I made, and I'm just going to tie it around my waist. Next, I have this cute little crop jacket I made out of wool, lined in linen. This is similar to what we see in the portraits. Next, I have this partlet, which is made of wool and it is lined in linen. I also used some silk for the edging, and I have some cute little filigree clasps which I found. And finally, I will add the ruff. Make sure the clasps are still hooked after I've pulled my partlet about. And the ruff is sitting on top of my partlet collar here. And finally, this is my turn of the 16th to 17th century Dutch ice skater ensemble. To top this off, I do actually have two types of very old ice skates which look similar to the Dutch paintings. I was lucky enough to inherit these from some family in Sweden, and I would much like to use these in a photo shoot with this outfit. As I stand here in this outfit where it is not cold, I'm feeling very warm, and this is not how I will wear the entire outfit. Usually there are actually two options the way I made it to wear it less hot, and both of those options involve removing one of the dresses. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the wool dress and use the red linen dress as my main dress to show you how it looks with just a linen dress and not the wool dress on top. Alright, we're back to just the linen kirtle, and from here I'm going to put on all of the accessories so you can see what it looks like if you just wear the linen kirtle. And here is my other Dutch turn of the 17th century outfit version using only the linen kirtle. Well, now I am ready to go skate upon the frozen roads in my Dutch cold winter town. If only I had some frozen over roads. You know, I've half a mind to take this outfit with me to Sweden in the winter where there are frozen areas and I might fit in quite well. hope you found this inspirational, and I look forward to continuing to share all kinds of exciting costume stuff with all of you lovely dear friends. I'm really liking my hair in this tied up braid style. I'm thinking this would be so cool for everyday life too. It's all out of the way. It's wonderful. If you would like to see more of my videos, please don't forget to subscribe if that would suit your fancy. And I will see you guys again next time. Bye bye.